today I am so excited because we are going to be reviewing and playing with the new Huda Beauty palette. Oh my god, you guys. Like literally I was straight up hard eyes emoji the first time that I saw this palette. I was like, that is the most beautiful palette I have ever seen. Call me boring, call me plain, but you know I love my neutrals, and this palette, just the color palette, I was just like, oh, I die. Like how beautiful is this? So many neutrals with like pinky undertones, which is so my sort of colors. This is also a really beautiful palette, I feel like, for bridal as well. My wedding is coming up very, very soon, literally less than 2 weeks, like 10 days from when I am filming this. So that's where my mind is at, but I feel like this palette is just so, so beautiful. I'm so excited to test it out today. I'm a big fan of Huda's palettes normally, so hopefully I really, really like this one. I'm very excited. She also came out with some eyeshadow brushes as well in this kind of like collection. She did send these to me. I did receive this in PR, but you guys know that does not change my opinion on things. So we're gonna be testing these out as well today with the palette. And yeah, I hope you guys are excited as I am. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and click that little bell right next to the subscribe button. I always do the wrong side. It's on this side. Click that little bell right next to the subscribe button so you guys can be notified of all of my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. Alrighty, so I already showed you guys the outward packaging, super pretty. When you open it up, this is what y'all are gonna get. So there are 18 different shades in total in the palette. The newer kind of formula, at least I think it's newer, I don't remember seeing it in her old palettes, is this one right here. So these you can see like they have like color to them, but then there's also this like crushed like white kind of pearlescent. So these are called, I have like a little pamphlet here. These are called multi-reflective pearls. So it says they're high coverage metallic foils. So that's really exciting. I'm excited to try those out because you can definitely see that they look different. And then we have the mattes as usual. We also have 2 pressed glitters, 1 pressed pearl, and then a cream base, which is right here. Love that she did that. That will make blending and everything a lot easier. So this is the palette. Let me check price for you guys. So this palette is gonna be retailing for $65. It is at a higher price point. All of her palettes normally are around that price range. So we're definitely gonna see whether or not we think it's worth the price. So we shall see. And then with the brushes, the 2 brushes that are like actual kind of like haired brushes, these are gonna be retailing for $18 each. They are dual-sided, so it's kind of like 2 brushes in one. And then there's one that has these like kind of foam like applicators, which normally like I would never really use something like this. But with her palettes, the glitters can be a little tricky to apply. They actually, in my experience, apply best with your finger, but I think that like this side is supposed to be like a finger-like one, and then this is just like your regular foam one. So I'm gonna keep this and we're gonna test it out, and this one is gonna be retailing for $15. So I'm gonna insert in swatches right here of all the shades swatched on my arm so you guys can see them. I like to insert swatches because I know you guys like them, but honestly they do not tell the whole story when it comes to eyeshadows. In my opinion, it's way more important like how they actually apply to the lid. So we are gonna jump in now and we're gonna apply it and do an eye look with it and see how it works. All right, throwing the hair to the back. Let's do this. Okay, I look so weird with my hair like this now to the back, but we're gonna roll with it. So I'm gonna go in with this kind of fluffy blending brush. I'm gonna go in with the bigger side first. And I think I'll go in with the base. I have already concealed my eyelids and set it with a powder, but I'll go with this too because it does say to use this as like a base on your lid. So I'm gonna go in with this. Oh wow, it's actually pretty light if you guys can see that. So it probably will help the shadows kind of show up a bit more pigmented. Wait, you guys, I am literally the worst. I just realized I used shade Bare all over my lids to set it, but it's actually supposed to be this shade that says concealed. That's the base, so we're gonna go in with that. Oh wait, oh it's actually a base. Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. I thought that this was like, oh, so this is actually like a cream product. Like I thought it was just like a eyeshadow that was light that you're supposed to put all over. Okay. I am stupid. Now we know. All right, I'm not gonna go in with that now because I've already have all this powder, so I'm not gonna go in with this base, but that is kind of cool that she included that in the palette. I didn't realize that it was like actually a cream base. So you do have that in here if you want that, but like I said, I've already used concealer and now set it twice, so I'm good on the base department, but it's in there if you'd like it. So we're gonna skip over that and we are gonna jump in. Oh, first, I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Secret right here. And I'm going to buff this into the crease. This is now I'm using the other side, the smaller side of the blending brush, but this actually fits really well in my crease area. It's a little bit more dense than I would normally use. Normally I use kind of like a fluffier brush, but it does apply it in more like precise areas, so I don't mind that actually. And this is blending out really nice. Normally her mattes work really well for me. It's sometimes the glitters that I have like issues with just because my nails are long and I feel like they're best applied with the fingers, but we'll use the new applicator that she sent and see how that works. But so far this shade is blending really nice and looks really pretty. All right, so far we were doing pretty good. It's actually funny though because I'm like looking at this palette as I'm doing it and like the palette is called nude. But like, and although yes, these colors are very neutral, they are very like pinky and purpley undertones. So they're not as like nude as you would necessarily think they are. But next I am gonna go in with the shade Tickle right here. This is a very like purpley kind of pink. And I'm gonna bring that into the crease as well, just to add a little bit more color in there. And then we're gonna go in and deepen it up with a deeper shade. But I'm just gonna buff this in. Yeah, as you guys can see, this one's very like pinky purple, less neutral. I'm actually really liking this brush too, and like how precise it's applying the product. And you guys can see too, like these mattes are very, very pigmented, which is really nice, and they're layering completely fine on top of each other. But again, for $65, they should. I'm just going in with a fluffier brush and just blending. It's just like has nothing on it, and just like blending everything out up here so we don't have any harsh lines. Next, I'm gonna dip into Raw, which is right here. I'm gonna use this side of this brush and use that to deepen up the outer crease area right in here. Ooh, this is a pretty color. I like this. And we're just gonna build up that shade in this outer part of our eye. I don't wanna bring this shade all the way in on my crease, so I'm really just keeping it on like this outer third, just to kind of smoke that part out. I've been liking kind of doing that, like only having smoky on that outer part. And then I am gonna bring the same shade with that same brush underneath as well, just so that everything matches up and blends. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this little brush. I wish it said on the pamphlet like which side you're supposed to use for which, because this is just like a regular, like you could find this in like any really like eyeshadow palette, but this one's kind of different. So I'm gonna use this side. It's kind of like silicone maybe feeling, I don't know. And I am gonna go in with the shade Daydream, which is like this crushed kind of pearly one, and apply this to my eyelid. Let's see. This is definitely loose. I can tell as I'm like putting it in there, like I'm like holding it like this so it doesn't fall. Okay. Not sure I'm a fan of this applicator. Not sure that that's even what this applicator is meant for. I don't know. Okay. I mean, it's pretty and it is putting some glitter, but I feel like it would work better. Let's try this side. If not, I'm just gonna use my finger. We'll see how that works. Let's go in with this side. Okay, I feel like this side works a bit better, but still not great, honestly. Because I feel like this shade definitely has a lot more potential than this. Let me get some setting spray. All right, I got some Fix Plus, so let's spray this sucker with some Fix Plus and see if that changed anything. If not, we're gonna use our finger because I feel like this shadow has a lot of potential. But you just need to apply it properly. All right, this actually might work. Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now I feel like we have potential. With this shadow, we're seeing like what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so that's the trick. I would use the spongy side of this, or really, I mean, do you need to spend $15 for this? No, probably not, because you can probably get a pack of these at like CVS for, you know, $10 or something. But spritz it with some Fix Plus or just some water and then go in, and now I feel like it's adhering well to the eye and looks pretty. But at first I was like, I don't know. And I don't know what this side is meant for. Somebody let me know. I thought this side was supposed to be like a fingertip applicator or something. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of it. I think this side applies the product a lot better, and that looks really, really pretty. So liking this a lot so far. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do the exact same thing on the other side. And this whole like crushed pearl thing, I really, really like the way that it looks, because you can definitely see that it like reflects on the eye, especially when applied wet. I think Fix Plus made a big difference too on the brush. It makes it look very foiled, which I like. And now I'm actually gonna keep on this shade. I'm gonna bring it into my inner corner as well, and like beneath. Just gonna press it in there. I am getting a decent amount of fallout. Like, it's nothing crazy, and with super pigmented shades you are gonna get that, but just so you guys do know, like I do have fallout underneath my eyes here, so it's not like you're not gonna get any fallout when you use Fix Plus with this, but I mean, it's easy enough to just be wiped away with the brush. And now I want to use one of the regular like glitter shadows, so I'm going to go in with the shade Excite right here. And I'm going to use the same applicator. Again, I'm going to put Fix Plus on it. I'm going to use the other side because it's clean. And I'm going to like work that into kind of the center part. Make it like gradient. So this is like a pressed glitter. Oh, wow. Okay. This is really pretty actually. It is a little chunky. So you just need to press it down right. I wonder if this is supposed to be used for the glitter. Let's try it. I keep trying to find a purpose for this thing. It's definitely very, very loose. Like I can see it in here. Oh. This actually I feel like applies the glitter better. Maybe that's what this is for then, is for the glitter. Because this seems to actually be applying the glitter pretty well. Although I am definitely getting fallout with this as well. I feel like that's what this other applicator is supposed to be used for, is the glitter. Yes, okay, this makes much more sense to me now. I'm like, okay, it's all coming together. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna press this on the lid. I'm not gonna bring it all the way into the inner corner, but I'm gonna bring it on most of the lid. The glitter is a little messy, like I won't lie to you guys. It's a little messy, but it looks really, really pretty, so I feel like it's worth the mess. But I have like a lot of glitter on my eyelids and stuff. I mean eyelashes. I'm gonna spritz it with some Fix Plus when I apply it to this eye, and we'll see if that changes anything. Oh yeah, it does actually. It makes it adhere a bit better to the eye, so maybe spritz that with some Fix Plus or just wet it with some water. And then go into the glitter. I still don't know that this is necessarily what it's supposed to be used for, but I feel like it applies the glitter way better than it did the other shadow. So I feel like that's what this is supposed to be used for. But of course, if you don't have talons for nails like I do, you can always just apply the glitter with your finger, which is honestly probably the best way to apply it. But this eye look is really pretty nonetheless. Like, it is super foiled and super glittery. Alrighty, so we do have quite a bit of fallout. Let me grab a brush, just so I can brush that away. Alrighty, so we are gonna brush away the fallout. And at least it brushes away really easily. So, I mean, honestly, like, is there a lot of fallout? Yes. Is it very easy to get rid of? Yes. So, is it really that big of an issue? Probably not. I thought I was gonna do lashes today, but I feel like I have so much going on my eyes right now. I might just do regular mascara and call it a day. So, I'm just gonna go in with some mascara so we can see the eye look completed. And then I will do, like, my final thoughts on the palette for you guys. Alrighty, we are basically done. I feel like I made the right choice not going with lashes. It would have been so much, and like I actually have errands and things that I need to do today. So I would have looked a little crazy with all the glitter, but I do actually really like the way that this look turned out. I will say with this palette, and this goes for all of our palettes as well, I really don't think that they're beginner friendly. I don't think that's a bad thing, but I just think you definitely do have to like kind of know what you're doing with these. Like even me, I struggle sometimes with some of her like glitter and different pressed pigments because they are so different than normal shadows that you can just like dig a brush in and apply to your lid. Like they are definitely different. They do need a little bit more technique and knowing how to apply them best to be able to work with them. So I don't know that if you're like just getting into makeup that this is the greatest palette to go for. With that being said, if you love makeup and you're a little bit more experienced with makeup, I definitely think this is a beautiful palette to have in your collection. Like it's stunning. All of her palettes are stunning. If you've tried her palettes in the past and you really like it, I feel like the formula on this one is very, very similar to her palettes in the past. It's just really the shades that are different, and these shades are super, super stunning. Obviously, $65 is expensive, but you are getting a lot of variety in shades. There is a good pan size. Let's see the actual... In total, 19.7 grams, so they are 0.69 ounces each, the shadow. So that is the amount of shadow that you are getting, and you are getting a nice mirror as well. So just, you know, all stuff to keep in mind. Overall, I do think it's beautiful. I definitely do think I will be using this palette again for sure. Definitely let me know down below what you guys think about the palette. Do you think you're gonna pick it up or are you gonna skip on it? I would love to hear. Also, in regards to the brushes, they were definitely really soft. I do like these two dual-ended ones that actually have like the hair fibers on them. These I thought were really nice, the ones that are $18 per brush, which is actually pretty decent for a high-end brush that is dual-sided. So I don't mind these brushes. This one I would never pay $15 for this. I talked about that in the video, but although I do think that this applicator actually applied the shadows well, I feel like you don't need it. You could use your finger or you could just buy a bunch of these at a drugstore for a lot cheaper. So that's my opinion on the brushes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!